Hello there, it's Dr. Karen Fox, New Feminine Paradigm. Finally getting back into the swing of things. And I wanted to start it out with talking about omens and how it changes our paradigm and moves us into a more open, sacred space. Now, this was my omen. I'd spent hours working on my vision board. It was very pretty. I had it up on the wall. My year was planned out. And a day later, it came crashing down. Goddess was saying, Karen, the last 3 years have been different. Something dark, uncertain, scary. Yes, we've brought to fruition some beautiful dreams, some goals realized. We met new sisters, recreated old friendships, and set into motion dreams come true. Now it's time to go back, reset your foundation, relay some building blocks, reassess, renew, refurbish, solidify a more practically perfect firm foundation, and then we can, without worry, soar back up to the clouds from where we came. Now, the last 3 years have been surviving others' problems, helping them get on a solid foundation, putting myself second, which is usually never good for a goddess. But thus it was, and worse it got, and this year it all came to a head, and now we have a period of waiting to see how it will end up. Now, a goddess of luxury and leisure and love doesn't spend an overabundance of time serving others, but serving herself first for her own sanity, her own well-being, her own health, her own dreams. Now, we think that serving ourselves is something that should never be done. We are ingrained with serving others first and not worrying about ourselves. So we have to change that paradigm and go back to be realistically pampering and taking care of ourselves first. Now, if you have a spouse, child, or an elder that needs constant help, supervision, and medical needs, that's a little different. We almost have to put their needs first, but we can never forget our own needs. Now, if you're serving your church of preference, that's also different. If you're a hostess by nature, that's different. I'm talking about letting others dictate the course of your life. Those who put you down, hold you back, and destroy the life you seek. Serving ourselves is self-care, and this year, self-care is the theme of everything, through all the media, through all the women's empowerment. So we have to make sure we put ourselves first in self-care, because if we fail in that, we fail in everything else. Being at peace, loving what we do and the environment we're in, only then do we have the energy, peace, and love to take care of those around us. Laying the foundation to our dreams blesses us with less stress, less worry, less stumbling when building our dreams. Now, Goddess has sent my dream board to the floor and said, Karen, you did a great job. That's a beautiful dream. However, we need to do some shoring up and put some other things first before these dreams that you've created. Now, you're home. So many things have broken down this year that have needed replaced, refurbished, redesigned. Relationships need to be rebuilt, renewed, rethought. Health. Yeah, we're built chunkier than we'd like to be and have been for quite some time. Let's take a look at our eating habits and our movement habits. And boy, don't you need to improve on those. Finances. They've taken a hit over the last 3 years. We need to replenish and refuel the coffers. We need to research some new ideas to use this tool better for our own sake and for our family's sake. Now, family, we need to make a more concise effort to check in and make time and enjoy this connection. You need to improve or delete some of these connections, deeply defining the dream we have of family. Now, not all family can be our friend. Not all family can be a blessing. Some of them can be a detriment to our well-being, our sanity, and every other aspect of our life. And we may need to, however difficult it is, weed them out. Now, our career. Well, we haven't made too much effort these last few years. Attention has been elsewhere. Now it's time for you to define what you have to offer, what we dream to offer. Make connections, set up classes, create designing, creative adventures for other women along with yourself. We need more live, in-person offerings so we can connect. Romance, well, that's been out the door for quite a while due to someone else's illness and your sacrifices to that other person's illness. We need to rebuild that foundation of romance, not only with ourselves, but with that family member. We need to know what romance actually is. Romance is not having great sex. Passion is not having great sex. Those two can be embedded in great sex, but don't necessarily describe it. So, that's an area you need to go back and define what you're willing to let go of, and what you're going to embrace, and what you're going to demand. Now, romance, you have to romance yourself first. Because if you're not in the romantic mood, you don't feel sexy, you don't feel healthy, you don't feel beautiful, everything else flies away. Now, we have to go back to making ourselves feel good, feel beautiful, feel sexy. We need to start wearing lingerie that makes us feel sexy and womanly. The pretty panties and bra sets, the nightgowns, the robes. Things that make us feel womanly, dedicated to the effort of romancing ourselves. We need to buy ourselves flowers. We need to create our own romantic atmosphere of music, aromas, and textures. We need things that give us the loving sense of touch, smell, sight, hearing. We need to do things with sensitivity and thought. What thoughtful gifts can we give ourselves? What offerings can we give ourselves to set the romance in our lives? We need to go back and design the 8 steps of pleasure and abundance. We need to lay that foundation, shore it up, solidify, strengthen it, and then soar. Come with us at Facebook, New Feminine Paradigm, and lay the foundation to the life of your dreams along with me as I lay the foundation to the life of my dreams. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for listening in. This is Dr. Karen Fox, New Feminine Paradigm.